Hello everybody, my name is Jasmine aka Marisol, and within the series I want to teach you how to make basic Korean knots. But without further ado, let's get started with today's knot.
Today's knot is called the Nabi매듭 or butterfly knot.
To make this knot we'll need our practice string ready again. This is just two pieces of 80 centimeter long string tied together. The string I'm using is braided nylon cord from Griffin. It's 2 millimeters thick, and this is not sponsored in any way. It's just what I'm using right now. You can also find the link in the description. And once you're all set up, we can start with the actual knot. To start off the Nabi매듭 or butterfly knot, we actually need to prepare a smaller knot first. Now to start off, take the string to your left. In my case, that's the right string. And wrap it once around your fingers. And hold the point where they cross. This is where we want the knot that we're making right now to start. The knot that we need to prepare is called the Norigae or wing knot. So now that you have measured where to make the knot, just take the rest of the string and form a loop with the rest of the string crossing over, like so. Like this part, it's crossing over this part. Then you take the rest of the string, pass that over your first loop, so that you have this kind of like wing butterfly shape. Then you take the rest of the string and through this gap over here, put it through there from the front. Pull a bit. Then through this gap in the middle, go through there from underneath. And lastly, go through this gap over here in the second wing from the front again this time. Now your knot is still very loose and should look like this. And you want to grab the loop to your left, or like the middle loop if you view it like that. And pull that out a bit so that the knot tightens. And we can have a look again if the string that goes to the starting point still is able to form a loop. Mine looks a bit messed up because I used my practice string so much already. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, you can see 2 loops. That's all we want. For the other side, just take the same measurement from your white side. Then we'll do our first loop the other way around. Go over with the second loop. Go through the first one from the front, through the middle from behind, and through the third one from the front. If you did that, you should have the same shape again, and pull that tight again, like so. If you did everything correctly, when looking at the knots, you can see the white side over here and the black side over here, and they should look the same when mirrored. So, meaning that the string that goes into them here from the middle first goes over the outmost loop and then under the next string. If they look different, then try again to make the second one until you get it right. Okay, now moving on to the main knotting part. Form the second loop with the white string that connects to your starting point. Like so. As I mentioned, mine's a bit ugly because I've knotted so much with this string. Please excuse that. But hold those 2 loops together like this. If you already know how to make the chrysanthemum knot or gukwa 매듭, then you're well set up for this. You're gonna take the string to your right, in my case the black string, and form a big loop down here that you pinch between your fingers over here. Then you take that top part of the loop and wrap that once around your 2 white loops. So like this top part right here. Ignore the wing knot for now and wrap that once around there And once you're done here, just flip that loop upward once, so that there is like a little X over here right now, like this. Then we'll take the white string and from the left side push it through both of our white loops. Then we'll put it underneath the rest of our black string through this black loop down here. Now it's very important that you don't take the loop of your wing knot, just this loop from the rest of the string. Go through there, and then this time from the right side through our 2 white loops. Great. Now we'll take our black loop again, and if you remember, we crossed it once away from us. Now we'll open that up again so that the strings over here don't cross anymore. Take the loop from your wing knot and make sure that you take it in a way so that the loop over here isn't like crossed over. It should make like a straight loop over here, like not crossed over like that, but like this. Then you take that loop and just put it straight over your 2 white loops, like so. As I said, don't mind my ugly loop over here. Okay, once you have that, don't forget that over here is like the rest of the string. If you have a bit less string that could be a bit tighter, it's just important that you grab that string that connects to your wing knot, but not the one that is to the right or behind, but the one that is in front, and twist that into a loop by twisting once away from you, like so. Hold that in place, take your white string and basically do the same step as before. So from the left side, go through your 2 white loops, then go underneath the rest of your black string, through this loop down here, and then from the right side, through your 2 white loops. Oh, come on. Just like that. Now I know you're not might look a bit ugly right now, especially if your practice string is like mine, a bit beat up, but I promise we'll work with it. First, let's take out our left index finger and find our 2 white loops. So they should connect to the winged knot up here, one at the top and one at the bottom. And then from the left side, I'll just wiggle my index finger through the middle of the knot and kind of pull our 2 white loops apart to kind of make an angle like this. White string should be going up here, and here's our black string. Now we'll weave in our black string in between those 2 loops, just like we would make with a chrysanthemum knot. So we'll start by first going underneath the white string. So just put your black string underneath there, pull that a bit, skip over the black string and go under the next white string. Or if you're working with one color, it's go under the first, skip the second, go under the third. We skip the fourth, but now there's the one special thing on the butterfly knot. So you see next to our 4th string, or the last black string, there's our angle coming together in the winged knot. And right in this gap between the bottom string or the bottom white loop and the black string over here, we want to put our black string through there. Just through that hole, not any further through the knot, just through there. Like so. Now once again, we'll do the scary part for a beginner. Just put your hand over the whole knot and flip that over to the other side. I know mine looks a bit ugly right now, but I'll show you how we'll work with it. So first of all, we can see our 2 white loops again, these 2. The one loop comes over here into this winged knot, and the other one is down here. We'll also have 4 strings crossing those loops again, these ones. Oops, I grabbed one by accident. This one is the black string we just used to weave through. Leave that out. So it should be black, white, black, white. And this time we'll skip the first one, so the black one, and go underneath the second or the white one. Like so. Then skip over the third or the black one and go underneath the fourth one or white one. Great, now the knotting part is done. I know it looks nothing like a butterfly right now, but trust the process. You can start it off, doesn't matter which way you take it, but just pull like on your winged knots a bit. Like so. You can see now it already kind of starts making sense. If you can't see it yet, just wait a second. We'll also need to find the smaller bottom wings on this knot. So on this side it should be black, on this side it should be white. A bit hard to see if you're working with one color, but you can also try to find it another way. In the middle we have this kind of net structure, and you'll see it a bit better if I start to pull more. But sometimes out of this net structure, there are loops kind of sticking out, like this one down here. And that's exactly one bottom wing. And now that I pull a bit more in here, you can also kind of start to see this one over here sticking out. That's also one of the bottom wings. Now for now, don't worry about the shape of your wings. It's not important yet at all. Just try to pull so that the middle becomes like a nice square. Just pull on all of the wings, on the winged knot, on the leftover string down here, and just try to make it a nice square. I'll do that really quick and see you back in a second. Okay, if you're done, it could look something like this. As I said, don't worry about the wings yet. It's important that you have like a nice square in the middle. Okay. And the next step we'll do is to adjust the wings. We'll start adjusting from top to bottom, so start at the big wings. If you have any space left between your starting point and the knot that you don't want, then start by pulling this string into the knot. This is the hardest part to explain, because what you do is you just follow the string and pull it through the knot, so that you're satisfied and that you can pull the rest of the string out here. Let's just do one wing together, since I think it's a bit hard on this knot. Okay, so for me, I don't have any leftover space over here, so I'm just starting with the wing. So first, my string from the big wing goes over here into the winged knot. So I'm just gonna pull a bit on there. I personally don't want the wings too big, because then they easily lose their shape. So I'm gonna pull quite a bit. Then I'm just looking where the string goes and pulling like further along. If you're a beginner, don't worry, this is like the most time-consuming part and can be really challenging if you're a perfectionist. Also, you can get easily disorientated when your winged knot falls apart while doing this, so try to keep it together. Then you'll just follow the string, look where it goes, pull it again into the next part of the knot. I personally like on this part to leave a bit of a bow over here. You'll see why later. Then I just move further along. Again, if you're not sure where the string goes yet, just test, pull a bit. There's no shame in taking your time. If anything else like comes apart, you can also like pull a bit in between, no worries. And yeah, I just move further along like this. As I said, I'm taking care to not pull my wing knot apart too much. I mean, there's nothing like a point of no return, but it's just easier for me to understand what I'm doing then. Like so. You could also leave that a bit more airy if you wanted to, but that's up to your preferences. Pull that further through. And now we're already at the bottom wing, so once again we'll pull that through. Then we're already at the point where we can just pull through to the end of the string. And now I'll just repeat that on the other side. And then once you're done, this is what your butterfly knot could look like. As I said, it's up to you if you want to make like the wing knot or the wings in general really tight or really loose, but this is one possible outcome. Let me know what you think. Was that hard? Was that easy? Feel free to write a comment how it was for you. And before we move on to the formal outro, I want to show you one more thing that I want your opinion on. Ta-da! I kind of wanted a setup to make like good photos of the stuff that I create and also for my videos. So I built this little like setup with the fake paravans and like little decorations around here. Just let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you think there's something more I should add? Just let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped. If it did, maybe give it a like or subscribe for more content coming up. If you're interested in getting Norigae or Norigae inspired items and you've just realized that making them yourself is not for you, that is of course totally valid. And if you'd like, you can check out my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description. See ya!